Joe has the camera on me, so I'll get just one out.
Oh God.
But this little lady, her eyes move. It's gonna be tough to see.
Can we see her?
Yeah, you can see her. I'll talk about that. It was like straight out of a horror movie. In Sacramento, California, there is one of the creepiest stores
Hello.
I've ever been to in my life.
Hello.
Exactly. They open kind of shut in a weird way, so we got that going on later.
Oh, okay. Oh, no. Alright. AFK at the moment.
Yeah, that's how you help us.
That's how you help us and spread the show and tell your friends and all that good stuff.
That's how the show grows.
That's fine.
How we can hopefully eventually someday
Immediately.
down the road into haunted locations. That's always my goal.
Okay.
Which I'm terrified of and like feel like I would be crying, but also think would be so much fun.
Yeah. I mean, I still, yeah. I know.
I know.
I don't know how we're gonna do that, but hopefully one day.
One day.
Hopefully one day. And thanks for continuing to send in your stories, personal tales of horror to mystory@scaredtodeathpodcast.com. We love those. It's such a fun addition to the show. I think it really makes the show so unique.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it just makes it that much different than a normal horror podcast.
I love it.
And thanks for checking out badmagicmerch.com. We have my favorite t-shirt in the store now. We just hit today. Lindsay's Crystal Emporium. So having some fun with Lindsay and with Crystal. Just a little JK in. And it's a very funny shirt, I think.
Very funny.
And more in the store as well. Saw the shirt down the wild.
Oh, God.
This weekend. It was so cool to see a lot of Scared to Death shirts in the audience.
I love it.
Stand-up show. So that was very fun. Thanks, Spicy Club, for kicking that out. Okay. So how many stories do you have today for us?
I have two. I have two. I just have to think for a second, because I was working on these on Friday, so I was like, wait. Yeah, I have two.
So you have two.
Mm-hmm.
I have two.
Great.
Little short one, or not as short as some, and then one that's quite a bit longer. And this first story I will admit is more.
Let's go to Twitch for just a second.
And kind of confusing than it is outright scary, but it really has stuck with me.
Oh, well, that's never a good sign for me.
I think. Okay, so this first story.
I'm setting up the story.
Then you go to following.
I need to acknowledge the socks that I have on today. So I know you guys go crazy when I wear double socks, but someone gave me some socks that say I love doodles, because we have two doodles at home. But that is not the same as a fuzzy protection sock. So I'm gonna, while Lance up the story, I'm gonna put on my fuzzies over my socks, and yes, I have my other socks on. So I will be wearing 3 pairs of socks.
Oh man.
The internet's gonna explode today.
Brain's gonna blow up.
And I'm gonna get my protection blanket on, but you start laying it out, Dan.
Okay. So this first story, it might not even involve paranormal elements necessarily. It just is, what if someone harassed you over the phone for many, many years?
Oh my God, I'm thinking of someone we know.
Someone threatening you. Someone investigators couldn't seem to track down no matter how hard they tried. Someone who called you from an
Kitty Stang, General Lautus.
Would it break you down? Bashir Kochachi, it lived this reality, and we'll tell his story, and then we'll go a little more traditional with another Ed and Lorraine Warren horror classic.
Wait, more Ed and Lorraine?
Mm-hmm. The Snedeker family haunting, the basis for the 2009 horror movie Haunting in Connecticut.
Oh, did we watch that one?
No, this is an older one. A crazy story of one family experiencing some really bad, really aggressive poltergeist activity.
Did you know that last week when I said, oh, I love Rose Byrne in...
She wasn't even in that movie?
No. So Ed and Lorraine Warren are The Conjuring.
It's the Conjuring universe.
Rose Byrne...
Insidious.
Yes.
Okay.
Which those movies really fucked me up too.
Yeah, I hesitated on that, but I don't pay attention to actor and actresses' names that well, so I was like,
yeah.
All right, maybe,
whatever. She knows
whatever.
Stuff.
Just talking.
Don't mind me. I'm just getting my amulet flat against my chest. Otherwise, it doesn't work. You have to have skin contact with it, or else. Hey, buddy. Cool it.
It's getting weirder and weirder over there.
You're so normal.
Listen, Crystal Lady, let's get into the story.
You cool it. Mr. Alpha Male Sunglasses. Dan has a whole Instagram account. What's it called?
Coolglasses.alpno. It's a new business.
Just wait. You know that there's going to be a female counterpart to that?
It's already come out. Beta Babes or something? I saw.
Yeah, so
Liz Harmony, are you involved in that?
Of course I am.
Okay, all right.
Be ridiculous.
Okay, get back to horror.
Fine. Take me to the scary stuff. I was trying to avoid it and not doing it.
A little bit of setup here. This Bashir and his last name could not find anybody saying it on the internet who was a citizen of the world, born in Syria. Bashir and his wife Gail were
A citizen of the world. That's so weird. That's such a weird title.
Singer who worked at Phoenicia, five-star hotel where Middle Eastern diplomats and arms dealers dealt with Lebanon's upper crust. Bashir worked a variety of jobs in the restaurant industry and made a nice living. He and Gail were making a nice life for themselves. And then July 1st, 1974 happened, and Bashir's life would be full of nearly constant turmoil for roughly 30 years.
30 years?
Yeah, this is bananas. Bashir was on his way to pick up his wife from a party when a black van drove him off the road. Out of his rearview mirror, Bashir saw several men exit the vehicle. Bashir got out of his car and tried to reason with them, but they placed a bag over his head, shoved him in the van, all without an explanation. When he awoke, Bashir found himself bound and trapped in a dark basement. Didn't know where he was, didn't know who his captors were. He hoped that once they realized he wasn't a politician, they might let it go. Must all be just a big misunderstanding. It had to be. A couple of hours later, the same men from the van entered the basement to question him.
Oh, God.
They told him he was an American citizen. The men accused him of working for the CIA. They tied him to a chair, beat him with metal pipes, cut him with knives, tortured him in a variety of other ways, and interrogation.
Just being so nice to people. Let's see. What's that picture that he sent me?
Questions about people and situations he truly knew nothing about. He still didn't know who these men were or how to give them what they wanted. Bashir started to hallucinate after a couple days of torture. He thought he heard the anguished screams of his family members in nearby rooms calling for his help.
Damn. Tipped his hat at me. Damn.
He had no idea how long he'd been in this living hell. At one point, he decided he would rather die than continue to be tortured.
What the fuck am I doing?
With a sharp piece of plastic. When his captors saw what he'd done, miraculously, inexplicably, they drove him to a nearby hospital and then they took off.
What? That doesn't make sense.
None of this makes any sense. A doctor was able to save his life. He was left with so many questions, so many unanswerable questions. It was such a confusing nightmare. Days of torture for no understandable
And also,
reason. In addition to
I could just
PTSD from being tortured,
take this.
Bashir was now also very reasonably paranoid.
Yeah.
For all he knew, the men would come back for him. Maybe the next time they'd come for members of his family. It was all so horrible.
Let me just, because I can do this, transform.
The fresh scars now covering his body. He tried to move on with his life. 2 months later, Bashir moved to California. He and Gail divorced.
Oh, sad. I bet it's ruined.
Oh yeah, Bashir wasn't the same man he was before the accident. After losing Gail, he was able to get some investment money together, and he was able to open a Moroccan restaurant on the Sunset Strip called Marrakesh Restaurant. And it was good, great actually. It gave him something new to focus on. The restaurant became
and then
franchise it, and they opened additional locations in Philadelphia and Washington D.C. By 1982, Bashir's life seemed to have returned to normal, better than normal actually. Outwardly, he was an American success story, but in his private moments, he was still afraid.
Oh my God, of course.
Where were the men who had taken him and tortured him? When would they come for him again? And then the phone call started. Time now for the tale. Don't answer that. Bashir was in D.C. supervising the building of the new Marrakesh restaurant when it began. He had just had a phone line, and then he got his first strange call. And another, and another, and another. Once it started, it was constant. Over and over and over, Bashir received calls where he would hear silence and then faint laughter like a child's. When he installed an answering machine, it started recording these strange messages with the creepy laughter.
What?
At first, Bashir just thought it was a prank, maybe some local kids, maybe a disgruntled former employee. He didn't think it was anything to worry about. Soon after the restaurant opened for business, the calls continued, and the caller started doing a lot more than laughing before hanging up. The mysterious caller now threatened to kill Bashir. Sometimes he could hear machine gun fire in the background. The caller also knew very specific details about Bashir's personal life he shouldn't know. Specific details about his former marriage to Gail, for example, what they talked about in private moments. The caller mentioned acquaintances that Bashir hadn't spoken to or about in years. It was very confusing, very scary. The strangest aspect of these new calls was that the voice on the other end of the line was almost always a child's voice.
Weird.
Bashir started referring to the caller as l'enfant, French for the child. And over the next decade, Bashir received 15 to 20 calls a lines in a way that would have blew up his car if they had done it successfully.
Oh my God.
And Bashir had no idea who was doing this or why. Was it one of the men who kidnapped and tortured him back in Beirut? Did they now want him dead? Why? What did they think he might know? Eventually, Bashir talked to the FBI about what was happening, and they put a tag on his DC restaurant. They recorded over 3,000 threatening phone calls
3,000?
in 18 months.
Holy fuck me.
And those were just the ones received by that restaurant, not the ones he received in other locations. And how disturbing is this? When they tried to trace all these calls, they found that they were coming from payphones all around the DC metro area. With calls coming in from across the city within seconds of each other. How could that happen?
Let it load this.
Had to be involved to pull this off. Why? Why would someone go to so much trouble to harass a random DC restaurateur? After a year and a half, after the calls still had not escalated into actual violence, the FBI gave up.
Dang.
It wasn't an investigative priority, and they just couldn't figure out what was going on. This is devastating for Bashir. He half expected to die every time he started his car. He half expected to be kidnapped every time he left home. You know, or left
I love that it's
home.
loading.
He was
That's the
becoming
best
increasingly
part.
paranoid as the calls continued.
Of course.
You know, was it the man he'd seen the other day at the gas station? Was that the guy calling him? What about the guy at the grocery store the day before? The one who seemed to follow him up and down the aisles for too long? Was he doing this? Who was doing this?
Oh yeah.
Ended up actually checking himself into a mental health facility from the stress of all of this.
That's awful.
While he was in the hospital, the Infant continued to call his DC Marrakesh restaurant. Then, 3 weeks after Bashir checked himself into the hospital, the young son of the restaurant's new manager was attacked and beaten by 2 men while walking home from school.
What?
The attackers offered no explanation for why they were beating him. And then, the Infant called the restaurant and bragged about the attack.
Fuck.
How did he even know it occurred? It had never made the news. Was he one of those 2 men? Did he hire those 2 men? The next morning, this manager walked outside of his home to find a message spray painted on his front door that read, "Your son will die."
Oh my God.
Meanwhile, L'Enfant found out that Bashir was in a mental health facility and started to call him there.
Oh my God.
Bashir continued to receive calls every day until he checked himself out. And then the calls followed him home. Bashir would spend the next 10 years checking himself in and out of hospitals across the country.
Wow.
Every time the calls followed, he couldn't hide. L'Enfant, whoever it or they were, always seemed to know exactly where he was. Finally, in 1994, the calls went away over a decade after they began, 30 years after he'd been kidnapped and tortured. Bashir checked himself out of a psychiatric center one last time, still not knowing who had called him or why. He suspected he was the victim of mistaken identity, but he could never prove it. He just had to live with the fact that for over 10 years, and possibly for as long as 30 years, someone had been watching his every move. And maybe they still are. I can't figure out where Bashir is today. Is he dead or alive? I don't know. Has someone started calling him again? Did he ever find out what this was all about, or did he die never knowing?
How weird.
Isn't that a creepy story?
Well, it's creepy on so many levels. Like,
Right.
okay, how many times have you been driving home and somebody keeps like making the same turns as you, and then
Right.
it's just your neighbor, or
Yeah.
like you both happen to randomly be leaving the market at the same time. Like,
Right.
those things happen, right? I like always kind of feel like,
Oh, yeah.
especially I mean, especially being female, I think that
Sure.
you're hyper aware of anybody making the same moves as you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But fuck, feels very Men in Black.
Right. And just the length that it went on, the weird kid's voice. Oh my God. And then the detail that disturbed me most was the FBI information about the calls coming in from multiple payphones across the city. So to me, I'm thinking like somebody either knows how to manipulate or knew how to manipulate the phone system to make it appear that way.
Yeah.
And it almost does have paranormal overtones where it's like, what the hell was it? Like, was it even a human or a series? I feel like, what the hell?
Well, it sounds like
Making that voice, I don't know.
a network. I know the fact that it was a
Why
child.
him? Right.
Well, and like mistaken identity, this wasn't like the 1800s. I mean, this was fairly recent, right?
Right,
When we
right,
think about
yeah.
that. So it's like we have the internet, we have Google. It would
Be right back. Sup, Abel? Hey.
If they thought he was some sort
I'm just trying to make a background. I'm doing 16 by 9 because I can. Why not? It looks fine. It looks fine at any angle. Thank you for being amazing, board, for coming in, back in, and then be right back. Hey, Bull. I lost a follower and I don't know how. I know it shouldn't bother me, but it still does. Still does. I don't know why it does. Really shouldn't bother me. Really should be like, oh, okay, all right. I guess they could have followed me for a follow, and I didn't need them anyway. And I didn't follow them back, I guess. Which happens. I don't follow people. I don't follow people back. Just for the simple fact of them following me. I follow people because I like them and I like their content. It has nothing to do with like, oh, follow for a follow. Could have been a bot. Hey, it could have been a bot. Could have been easily just a bot that does that. There has been a few bots, but I don't know. A bot after a few days, because none of the recent people, as far as I've seen, the last few have been bots, and they're still following me. So I don't know. Might have been someone that deactivated their account. I don't know. Could have been as simple as that. I know it shouldn't bother me, but yeah, I'm still human. I'm still looking for that internet fame. I'm still looking to be important in some way, because that is what humans do. We are looking for validation in all things, from our coffee machines to our lunch boxes. You know what I mean. You get it. We're all looking for validation in some form or fashion. But other than that, how was work today? Hope it went. Oh right, it's the weekend. What the fuck am I saying? Hope your day was good. I'm off Monday, but I don't think that fucking means anything to you.
I just remember there was something about this urban legend, but I have no idea what it means. I don't remember hearing about it in high school. I heard about it later.
I mean, we could do something during the night, but I don't. That's really up to you. If you're like, I don't give a shit. Could have been anything.
The theory was that it was a gang member, and this was part of their initiation to see like the first person that would flash their lights.
Oh my god!
And then whoever flashed the light, that gang member would get out and like kill or rape or beat that person. So to this day, when I see somebody driving without their lights on, I mean, I know it wasn't true.
Yeah.
That to my experience.
Right.
Or knowledge.
Now, what made you think of that?
Because I was just thinking about the people coming up behind him and kidnapping him and beating him, and it's like, well, what did that?
Right.
Like, how did they just at random choose him?
Oh shit! Back. I've been blah all day. Oh no. Blah. 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 I've come to suck your ass. Wait, that's not what he said. Oh man. Oh, I fucked it up again. Goat, you fucked it up again. Damn it. That sucks. I hope you feel better soon, my dude. April, is he sick? Word denied. Oh, man. Word denied. Word? That's what Jason says. Jason is our IRL friend. He says word all the fucking time to when he's explaining a story, which I'm like, that's cool. That's real cool. I really like that. That really shows that what kind of '90s kid he is.
Something a little more traditionally terrifying. Okay. This is a good old haunted house story.
Jeez, my favorite.
It's a little setup.
Work agrees with you. You're not allowed to be sick. Now is a bad time to threaten to suck ass, goat. Word. Yeah, it is a bad time to say that.
The nearest facility that offered the most promising treatment was 300 miles away.
Oh my God.
Now, there are people that are into it.
Carmen Snedeker, Philip's mother, came to a grave conclusion. The cancer didn't kill him.
Haven't met a lot of them, but I know they exist.
Carmen was drowning. She was trying to juggle being a mother not just to one son, but to three. She also had a daughter to raise, and she was helping raise 2 other children, her nieces. And now she was having to make up to 5 600-mile round trips.
He more says it in regard to people doing things that are pretty dumb. Yeah, I know. I know why he says it. I know exactly why he says it, but he does say it when he's talking about people. He uses it quite frequently to express a story, like to emphasize things.
The rent of this new place was cheap, a house for the price of an apartment. Here we go again.
I'm not. I'm just saying. I'm just saying something that we all know. And I'm telling other people that my IRL friend says word a lot.
It's always too good to be true. GTFO, you fucking idiot.
Be Darren.
Don't be a fucking Darren. That makes me so
People do dumb things a lot. They do.
I do understand. I understand
I know.
generally why it happens. I'm not without heart. I get it. Like, trust me, I've been there. But, like, my God.
People, I'm a dumb thing. I was raised by dumb things who did dumb things. The TTL on this response has no longer to live than you do. Thank fuck. Rough. Wow, rough, man. Ah, shit. I forgot my my medicine again. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Damn it. Fucking Christ. My fucking hand medicine fucking... I just want these warts to go away. I know they'll never truly go away, but just I want them gone for a bit. To get off my hands, please. I would appreciate it.
Would put everything back on the right path. When Carmen toured the house, she didn't see the basement because the owner was renovating it, but he assured her that it was a big space with lots of room.
Renovating. I already don't buy it.
I would appreciate it.
Place for a couple with a lot of kids.
Shitting. Oh man.
Carmen was exhausted, or almost everybody. You know, might be.
Oh no.
Sure.
They didn't get into
It's happened again.
but space for everybody.
Right.
Sounds like you've been playing too much Cruelty Squad.
Without seeing the basement, she decided to lease. Based on the rest of the house, what could be so wrong with the basement that she wouldn't want the house because of it?
I watched that video of Civi playing Cruelty Squad.
So much wrong.
Just remove your hands. That's the wards thing. Best wishes, but
Snedekers arrived. Alan immediately noticed crucifixes.
I hate wards so goddamn much.
Excessive. I mean, who hangs a cross above every doorway? But knowing a fair amount of Catholic friends,
They're so annoying.
uber religious. I mean, they were also Catholic. They just weren't that Catholic.
It's like, I hate you so much. Get off my fucking hand, please. I would appreciate if you just got off my hands. Please. I know the answer is go fuck myself, but I would like them off my hand. I know the answer is I can eat a fucking dick, but I'd like them off my hand. I would appreciate it.
A toe tag.
What was all this equipment doing in their basement?
I'm sorry, I don't know what it is.
Yeah. And then I gotta do the background.
One time their house had been immaculate.
Alright. Let's go do that. Let's go get that taken care of and I'll be right back. Like, seriously, I'll be right back. Oh, god damn it. I gotta do it now or I'll fucking forget.
Sit well with either one of them, but at the same time, neither of them were easily scared or particularly superstitious in the thought of sleeping in a home that was once an active mortuary. Didn't bother either of them enough to have their new lease voided and get their deposit back. They both knew they weren't going to get a deal as good as this for another house of comparable size anywhere near the University of Connecticut Health Center.
Just so you know, when we rent a house ever, and we find out that the basement was a mortuary.
I'm going to lock you down there until you get used to it.
We're fucking out, buddy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, or that. So they made their
Out. We're out, Dan.
So they made their peace with their decision to live in this strange new home, and they also decided not to tell the kids. No reason to spook everyone. They quickly disposed of the assortment of weird-looking tools, and then they found the main portion of the old mortuary. There was a closed-off door on one of the basement walls. After some tinkering, they were able to force it open. Behind it was the old mortuary parlor of the Hallahan funeral.
How about them Dodgers? Behold, the side quest approaches. He'll be right back. According to the PNGtuber, I never left. I've been here the whole time. I gotta let it dry for a second.
And it didn't at first actively frighten her. Her son's cancer, that was scary. That was something to be worried about in the present. This was all just relics from the past. Time now for the tale of the real haunting of Almost immediately after the Snedeker in their old hometown, or headed to work, in their old hometown of Hurleyville, New York, located in the Catskills, just a bit west of Poughkeepsie. It was about a 2.5-hour drive each way without.
Oh man, my PNGtuber is doing all the work. I don't have to draw. Man, this is so much easier. I can get it work done at such a quicker pace.
After moving in, his sick son Philip pleaded with him not to go. And what he said shook his father a bit. The 13-year-old told his father, "This house is evil. We need to leave here right now." Evil, thought Alan. What an odd thing to say.
Not odd.
And a little creepy considering what he had figured out about the basement and what he and Carmen had not told Philip about the basement.
How did you know I just yawned?
Alan told Carmen what their son said, and they ended up writing it off as somewhat normal teen
How is
anxiety,
this
especially for a teen
tangible thing still contagious?
potentially fatal illness.
It's so
Alan left for New
contagious.
York. Carmen reassured her son that their new home was going to be good for them. It was fine, it's not evil, and she told Philip that as soon as he was they could all leave and head back.
Now I'm stuck in a yawning cycle.
Decided that Philip's room would be in the basement. It was a decision she
I stopped drowning.
Why is anyone's room in the fucking basement, lady?
one that would haunt her with
8-ball, I'm dying. Help. Kick. Perfect response. I was waiting for Marglar.
Be sleeping, so Philip didn't have to worry about making too much noise and disturbing anyone else when he got sick from his treatments.
Also, if my kid is sick with cancer, like, I want them the closest to me so I can check on them all the time.
That's a fair
I'm
point.
very not into Carmen.
Okay, so then the first night down in the basement, while Philip didn't disturb anyone else, something did disturb Philip. After settling into his bed to go to sleep, he heard someone calling his name.
Blame the collective human consciousness.
Philip. Was it coming from upstairs?
It has been on a Marglar kick, yeah.
Where his mother Carmen was talking on the phone to her dad, or to his dad, and he told her
God
about
damn
what he
it.
just heard. She told
Just
him she
dry
was
so it can be
She had been
done.
talking to his father about it, and that the sound could travel in funny ways in the house, and then she sent
Dang human hive mind and its things. They said it was. They said I was unique. My coding is for a hearse.
And then he saw a man standing in the corner of his bedroom, a man with long, scraggly hair down to his waist, a man who stared directly at Philip.
I'm drying. I'm drying.
Scared to make a sound, the man stared at
Shush.
Philip for what felt
Shush
hours.
you.
Philip finally gathered the strength to roll out of bed and run towards the door where he flipped on the light switch, and as soon as he turned on the light, the
It
man
fucking hurts so
screamed
bad.
who just wrote it off as a sick, scared kid spooked by the sounds and shadows of a new room in an old house. But what she knew about the basement did bother her. Should she say anything? No, she decided it would only scare him further. When Carmen left and Philip tried to sleep again, he'd hear the man back chanting his name over and over from some other part of the basement.
Fuck.
Philip. 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 He was terrified. And he was also exhausted from his treatments. He kept his eyes clamped shut, thinking he would lay awake in fear all night. But soon he'd fallen sound asleep. Likely with the man in the corner still there, still watching him, still saying his name.
Nice.
Is this a question?
Later, after a few more.
Won't hurt so much if you take Abel's recommendation and lob your hands up. No!
Of course.
Carmen noticed that one of the crucifixes
No!
over the basement door had disappeared.
God.
When she examined where it had been, she could see that the nail that had been hanging on was undisturbed. So who had taken it down? Strange. There were other little things she began to worry about, like how when she was downstairs, she heard
Oh, it
footsteps upstairs.
burns so goddamn much.
Oh my god, that's the worst.
Or she'd hear someone
I can help.
in
No.
various parts of the house, but no one would be there. She thought it must be her imagination. It must have something to do with all the treasures. Philip continued to complain about being visited by the long-haired man. He swore to his mother he was sick.
Oh my god.
Were these visions a side effect of Philip's treatments? They must be.
Ow, it hurts so goddamn much. I should have done this a while ago, but I forgot.
Scared but unable to do anything about it,
I was playing a little Gloomhaven.
They still didn't have the money to find someplace else to live. She asked Brad, her middle son, to stay with Philip.
How do you feel about drawing with your toes or mouth? Shut up.
Found Philip moving his bed out of the bedroom they now shared and into the old embalming room one afternoon.
Why?
When Brad asked his brother why in God's name he was doing that, Philip responded, "We made a deal."
Oh my god.
A deal with whom? What was his brother talking about? Had Philip made a deal with the man in the basement? As the days went on, Philip started to fall into a deep depression. His mental health began to steadily deteriorate a little more each day.
It hurts so goddamn much.
To move to save her son, but while his move
It
was
burns
a miracle,
so goddamn much. Fine. Draw with belly button. No!
her current primary concern was now improving dramatically. His body was getting stronger and stronger day by day.
Weird.
His doctors were amazed at this sudden turnaround. He looked almost healthy. Looked like he looked before he had been diagnosed. But then his personality changed. Was this something more than depression? He was grumpy and irritable. He lashed out at basically everyone he came into contact with. The only response most of the
You
time
see
now
that?
was a flat, dark, unnerving glare.
Dick pen. I've heard of artists that shot paint from tear ducts. Butt pen easier. No! Unless you sit on it, then you gotta find it.
Screaming at them, grabbing them, scaring them just to hear them scream and
Ow, god damn it. God damn it. Alright, just give me about 5 fucking minutes for this shit to fucking dry. God damn it. It will not stop burning. I know it's destroying the skin. That is what is happening. The medicine is destroying the skin there because that's what's the wart is made up of is made up of fucking skin cells. So it's killing the skin cells and I'm literally putting acid onto my fucking skin and it hurts. If you want to go to the Heath Ledger route, you can try and draw with your nose. No, I don't want to do that. I want to make my art look good. Ow, fuck. Okay, I will move my hands. They just let them dry. Don't do acid, bro. I have to have acid on my fucking hands to fucking destroy these goddamn warts. Fuck them. Fuck these warts. And it's on my right hand too now. So I need to go to a fucking doctor and tell him, "Hey man, is there anything you can fucking do?" It rubs the acid in the skin or it gets the warts again. Just freeze. I did try to freeze them off. I tried to use the in-house one. I've got to go to a doctor to actually get the good stuff. Because the last time I tried freezing them off, they didn't work. It didn't work at fucking all. They were just fucking fine. So I have to actually go to a doctor. But this is keeping them from growing more. I've had these warts since I was, let's say, since I was, I don't even know when I got them. Probably around 16, 17. I don't know. I just got them. One day I just had them. Then I had them for a while. Went to the skin doctor, got them fixed. Niles to Niles. Welcome in, Niles to Niles. Is you bot? Is you friend? Oh, God damn it. I'm gonna have to change the description of I put wart medicine on my hand and now it hurts. Because that's where I'm at right now. Is literally I put wart medicine and now my hand hurts. And I'm just gonna have to wait till it fucking dries before I can do anything. This is, oh man, don't you love this exhilarating fucking content? I'm glad you got your warts fixed. Some people forget and then they wake up at 2 in the morning with howling noises. Alright. Hey, could be worse. Change the description to I've made decisions and now I can suffer the consequence. PNGtuber. I've made decisions and now I suffer with them. Oh my goodness. Alright. I think I can. I'm finally there. When will you learn? When will you learn that your actions have consequences? Smashing! When will? When will Apol learn? Anyway, what were we doing? What were we doing tonight? What was the plans for tonight? Thank you, media player. I don't give a shit about you.
And see them cry. Carmen continued to write all of this off as atypical behavior being, due to the tremendous stress of having to deal with a traumatic illness at such a young age.
I guess.
Then she found something that convinced her that what Philip was dealing with had nothing to do with cancer. Something that made her really regret putting Philip in the basement. Something was wrong with the house. Something was down there. One day, a few months after they moved in, Carmen was cleaning up in the basement when she found one of Philip's notebooks. And what she saw inside of the notebook made the hair stand up on the back of her neck. Flipping through the pages, she found one graphic drawing after another of mutilated corpses, knives, and creatures with sharp teeth and big eyes. Most disturbing was how two figures appeared over and over again in the notebook. A strange, humanish creature with white hair and eyes, who wore a pinstripe tuxedo, whose feet were in constant motion, and a very thin man with high cheekbones, long black hair, and pitch black eyes.
Jesus.
The man from the basement. Making this all that much more unsettling were the numerous written journal entries. How could Philip have written these? He was severely dyslexic.
Oh.
Carmen had trouble getting him to write simple words for years, much less paragraphs. When she asked Philip how he'd written his journal, what he told her gave her the chills. The man helped me do it. What man was helping her son? Soon Philip wouldn't have to worry about the dark-haired man and whatever else he was seeing in the basement. He'd be leaving their new home, and the rest of his family, and the rest of his family would have to deal with it all. A few days later, one of his cousins, one of Carmen's nieces, told Carmen that Philip had tried to rape both of the cousins while they slept. Yeah, she said that she could feel things moving around in her bed at night, pulling at her sheet, pulling on her bra strap and panties.
What?
When she woke up, it was Philip.
No.
And then he quickly scurried out of the room. Carmen called a doctor who determined that Philip had schizophrenia. and Carmen then had Philip hospitalized and removed from the home. It was devastating, obviously, for the family. Just as he was physically recovering from this cancer he was beating, he was also becoming a monster himself. Carmen was still losing her son, just not in a way she'd ever expected.
How about...
Some orderlies put Philip in loose white clothing and restraints and walked him to his new room in the psychiatric unit
Your
of the
radio
hospital.
is controversial.
Mother,
yeah, it is.
Now that I'm gone, they'll come for you. And he was right.
Holy shit.
When Carmen got back
I'm not
home from the
entirely
hospital, she
sure.
was furious. She couldn't believe her son had tried to molest his
That
cousin
guy, that
as they
guy
slept.
Braid. Oh man, squishy, squishy butt. Oh no.
This truly godforsaken basement had changed him. She sat on the stairs in the
3.
basement and spoke aloud. She dared the man to come play with her.
Bad idea.
She waited for hours, but no one called her name. Nothing showed itself. But the spirits were far from done with the Snedekers. Shortly after his older brother Philip was hospitalized, Brad noticed that the lights would flicker on and off, even though some of the bulbs had been completely dead for weeks. It shouldn't be possible, but it was happening. Carmen then had an especially unpleasant experience with one of her nieces. One night as the two of them were sitting in the living room, chatting before bed, the girl looked at Carmen and said, Aunt Carmen, it's coming. Can you feel it?
What?
What was coming? The girl hugged Carmen in fear, and then looking over her shoulder, Carmen saw the shape of a disembodied hand underneath her nightgown crawling along her back. She could feel it. She screamed, so did her niece, and then it was gone. The next day, Carmen was mopping in the kitchen when something new and terrible happened.
Damn.
When she turned back to
Yeah, I'm doing some bod scrubbing. I wouldn't bother to read the names, as some are secretly profanity filter dodges. Hey,
Trying not
I
to
know
gag,
now.
she poured out the water, started over, but it just kept happening.
What the fuck?
So what did you want to do, Board?
Join her son in the psychiatric unit. Shortly after the bucket incident, Carmen was taking a shower when the shower curtain began to rustle.
No, no, no.
She thought one of her children was messing with her.
Oh God.
She told him to cut it out, but the shower
God.
curtain kept moving. And then it began to move towards her, and she couldn't push it away.
So she could see something she could feel that was behind her and in her clothes. Right.
She started to panic. Was she going to die in the shower? She cried out for her niece, Tammy, who ran and was able to rip a hole in the curtain so her aunt could breathe.
Come on.
Carmen felt like whatever was in the house now wanted them dead. She wanted to move, but where?
Yeah, get the fuck out.
I'm up for whatever.
Alan was no help. He was hardly ever home. He was
tell me what you want to do.
Long hours just to barely keep the family afloat.
Just tell me what you want to do.
The area with her son Philip in the
just tell me what's going on.
So they stayed in the house. And
if you just want to listen to terrible, scary stories, we can.
Alan and Carmen both felt the bed sheets ripple and then be tugged away. And when they found out why the sheets were being tugged away, this is insane. Something was about to violate them in a way they didn't think was possible. Not from some spirits, not from something you couldn't touch or see. Alan felt a force holding him down, pressing his face into the blanket so he could barely breathe. Paralyzed, he laid there on his stomach, and he felt something enter him.
No.
This was impossible, but it was happening. He realized he was being roughly sodomized to the point he was bleeding.
Oh my God, stop it.
When the thing was done with him and he was able to move again, he found that Carmen had incredibly, impossibly experienced the same thing.
Oh my God.
They had identical bruises. They both could remember feeling and smelling the rank, rotting breath of something against their necks. They both had been violated.
I'm so scared.
How had both of them been raped in the night by something out of this world? Was it the man from the basement?
Oh God,
was
I feel
this
so
same
sick.
creature that had tortured their poor son Philip to the point of literal insanity?
Yeah, we could.
All of those crosses they'd
We
seen
could do
the
whatever
day
you
they
want,
moved in were now
man.
making a lot of sense.
We can
Carmen
hang out.
contacted
We
a
can
priest
chill
in the
out.
local
We can do
archdiocese,
whatever.
And then a host of paranormal experts to help her and her family.
We can talk about.
Named John Zaffis came to the house.
We can
and
talk about a
managed
lot
to
of
help them.
things.
He would later claim to have
We can do
witnessed seeing the ghost of a man
D&Ds. We
descend
can do
down the main
whatever.
stairwell, a man who said to him, "Do you know what they did to us? Who were they? What had they done?" None of the religious interventions the Snedekers attempted, none of the paranormal investigations that were called in or investigators turned out to be helpful in getting rid of these spirits. If anything, their attempts just angered the spirits in the home and made them more active. During a final cleansing attempted by a local priest, Father Nolan, Alan heard a voice inside of his head, a voice that wasn't his own, say to him, "What fucking good do you think this will do, Alan? You think that God will help you? Why? He hasn't helped you before, has he? Has he?"
Jesus.
During the same cleansing ritual, Carmen began to feel an invisible hand lightly moving over her body, fingers probing and prodding in her intimate places.
Oh my God, what is up with this fucking ghost?
The Snedigers were desperate. They were scared. They were worried that they'd run out of options. And then one of Carmen's nieces heard about Ed and Lorraine Warren on a local radio show.
Okay.
The Warrens were supposedly very experienced paranormal investigators, much more experienced than any other paranormal experts they'd already had in their home. Carmen and Alan felt at this point, why not try and use them?
This story is going to trigger someone. If you want to D&D or chill, it's good by me. Well, you got to make a fucking decision, man. You know what?
And then the Warrens thoroughly explored the basement.
I'll make a decision for us then.
News to the
Alright. There we go. Some music. Some nice music. I'm banning bots for you. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Well, if that's the case, if you're gonna ban them, if you're gonna ban some bots, I'm not gonna stop you in the middle of work and play D&D. We can do it later. We can do some leather. No trouble. I can multitask to an extent. Yeah. To an extent. Exactly. To an extent, my friend. Imagine multitasking. Right? Imagine that. Can you imagine? Multipass. Little Dallas. Lulu Dallas. Lulu Dallas. Lulu Dallas. Remember multitasking? Remember when that was a thing? Now I can barely get anything done these days. If I didn't fuck around so much as a kid. When a joke becomes too real. Lol things. Kid, you is fine. He could have learned how to be way more productive and self-confident. Now I have to deal with that shit. Should have figured this shit out years ago. he had ADD, and he couldn't understand dick. Now I can barely understand dick. You'd still be dealing with it some in man. I know. You say as you nuke my ass in drawing department? Alright. If you say so. I think you're pretty good. I think you're pretty darn good. How about that? You know what? Let's go here and then let's But yes, let's get back to what we were doing. We were talking about where you were last time. In those abandoned dwarven mines. I think that's where we were last time. Hey, it's your bunny. It's your bunny. He's stretching. I remember the party had just killed a spider. That or we were mid-confrontation. Yeah, you killed a spider. Killed a giant spider. Big-ass spider. It was a huge, big spider. And then what happened next? And then another spider with an even bigger bulb came in. These huge gungaloos. with even bigger humunga. Ah, frick. Yep. So you were down in the mines with Sister Annalise, John Harbormeister, Kern, and Durabar Bedrock. A cannon fodder's never job is never done. True that. You guys had recently just destroyed a spider that was definitely hiding as one of the stone images around. You're gonna have to watch out if you feel like that's the only problem. But you are in the higher districts now of the old abandoned dwarven town, as you are starting to realize why it was abandoned. Starting to make some sense. As the investigator, yeah, the kobold nearly bit it. Funny joke. Durabar comes up to you.
Well, I've looked over my research, and I have come to the conclusion that if we keep going this way, we will find the stairs to the hole that connects to the, well, to the surface, is the best way I can describe it.
He says, showing you a map. It seems that it will be quite easy to find this, as it is in the middle of the town. All you will have to do is get to the center safely. So, passive 12 to examine the room, because I don't trust this place. He wants to collect the materials if it's safe. Alright, use the investigator's passive, which is going to be a higher one. So, he is investigator, his passive is 18. It's gonna automatically be better, because that's all he's fucking got. Is investigations. So Durabar helps. I'm going to want to take a moment to examine the map and look for paths that interact with that path and discuss ambush locations we might grace. Durabar and Annalise tell you to ask Kern. Kern comes up and is like,
Of course, let me look at it.
and Kern takes the map. As a trapper, they will have a better one. Could you roll a D10 and then a D20 for me? This will decide something, and this will decide what their thing is. D10, a 7, alright, and a 15. Alright. So, 7 and a 15. So, by the trapper's knowledge, Kern discerns that the best place for ambushes are probably by the marketplace and the middle of the town, the abandoned mine town, and also between a few of the places that are definitely like alleyways and stuff like that are not that much. There are not that many alleyways, but each one is very Kern points them out for you, and it's very like, yep, that's where they would do it.
Yes, you see, this is the perfect place that they would attack us at, and there would be traps going in between some of these alleyways. I would say we should not take the straight shot either. I would say our best bet should be going over, not through,
Kern says. Annalise looks to you and says, "You've saved us so far. What is your thoughts, my good friend?" Talking to you specifically, Board. Kern sounds like they've got this, so that'll help. Okay. So you're gonna take Kern's advice and go over and not through. We need some kind of advantage against these things. I want resources, like any venom that Spider has, and potentially its chitin. Kern and Annalise can help you out as your mouse friend and John can definitely look around and make sure that nobody's going to attack you guys. So you can do it at an advantage. You can definitely, with the help from Kern, you can do it as twice as fast. And you might get a better number. So add two to your roll, and also add advantage, because you can't get double advantage. You just can't get that double advantage. If only you could get that double advantage. Fated double advantage. Alright, so +2 to your survival skill. So 13 +2 plus your survival skill. So 15 in sleight of hand, medicine? No, survival. There is a survival skill. I know that. I mean, if there isn't, I'm pretty sure there is a survival skill. If there isn't, I must be misremembering. Ah, so 19. Yeah, see? Hell yeah. So it doesn't take you long at all to get all the materials that you need. You get some chitin, you get 2 fangs, 4 eyes, and you get at least a armor's worth, an armor of your choosing worth of chitin. Or chitin is, I think it's pronounced chitin. I've always said chitin. I had typed all of that before you said survival. Lol. It's okay. It's alright. No judgment. But now that you have that, very specifically, it will be way easier. So, of your choosing, and now, you can either use it on yourself, which you have no armor, which I'm sure as a spellcaster you only have light armor proficiency, or you can give it to one of your, give it to one of the other people. Also, you cannot make it into a shield either, because you are not proficient with shields. But there are party members in your group that is. But you have poison fangs. So my guy would be aiming to get the armor made for John Harbormeister. Ah. Alright, you take a bit of cloth that you rip off, you strap it to some of that, and you put it on John Harbormeister, who now has a +2 armor. Hell yeah, he has a giant chitinous piece on his chest, and he just looks at you. What? Very confused. You just slap it on him, and you're like, there you go. There you go. Kern is smiling and clapping while Annalise is just looking very slightly confused. Your rat friend comes up to you and sniffs at the chitin, and then just is like, meep, squeak. Your slime is still jiggly and unfazed by all of this, like usual. So, now that you have a plan of action, you have poison, which you have a poison works very specifically in D&D 5e. I think it just does a flat poison damage, and there is no poisoned condition. Anyone want some spider meat to go? I hear it tastes like crab. Sir, Kern will take you up on that offer, and we'll grab some meat themselves. And Sister Annalise she states, I'm expecting us not to be here for longer than we have to. I would really not like to eat giant spider. That's my hope, at the very least. As Kern is making quite a fun time of it, cutting up the giant spider as much as Kern can. The little kobold is trying its damnedest, its hardest. Doesn't take them long to get the amount of meat they want, and they put it in their satchel, and they're raring and ready to go. So everybody seems relatively ready. I assume that you're gonna take the plan of action to head to head on up onto the old dwarven abandoned buildings and try to be as stealthy as possible, I assume, with this ragtag group of not really adventurers but baby's first adventuring party. My dude grabs some spider meat after everyone else is done and offers the rest to the rat and slime. He'd also offer up some spider venom. He'd be ready to go. Alright. So your your little mouse friend takes it tentatively, seems to enjoy it. We're off to get the fuck out of here. Your slime takes it immediately, and grows a little bit. It wiggles and jiggles. I do have to ask, how are you holding said slime? Are you still holding it, because your slime is about, I would say, it's trying to grow, but it's not really there yet. Seems like it's been really taxing itself lately. Like there might be it might have eaten too much so far, and it's been splitting itself way too much. So its ability is a little bit hindered so far to eat and replicate. So far. But you don't know. You can make a arcane check if you want. But that's what you're seeing with your 2 eyes. It seems like it's not really enjoying it as much as it usually has. He's free to climb, my dude, or run around. He can just hitch a ride. Okay. Alright. It hitches a ride, as it does not burn you as much as it initially did originally. You seem to be getting used to it. But it's only been a day. Oh. Well, isn't that a fun little thing? Well, that's beautiful. Okay. My guy don't know shit. However, Slime Buddy has been straight chugging. So, as far as you can tell, that's what you're discerning from your check. Is literally, you don't know? You could know, but you don't know? That's what you're guessing. You're like, well, I get tummy aches whenever I eat too much. Maybe he's eaten too much. Man. This wizard is doing some wizard stuff. So, you go and you start. I want you to make a athletics check. He's like my Pikachu. I'll become immune. You're unsure. You assume that you're just becoming stronger from it. You're unsure of why it's not phasing you as much, but that's your assumption so far. You have nothing else to go on by. Poor little bunny been saving my ass all day. Your rat friend is right beside you as you 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, hey, look at that. Nice. You easily get up. You get up on the building quickly. Yeah. 20 athletics isn't bad. Hell yeah, it isn't. You easily, definitely get up there. Let's see. 16. Everybody else seems to have some trouble. Everybody else is having a lot of trouble getting up, while you're easily getting up there, making it look damn easy. They're like, oh, that was easy for him. It must be easy for us. And they're just scrambling and having trouble. It takes you about 20 minutes to get everybody, 20 to 30 minutes to get everybody onto the buildings. Onto the old buildings. On the top of these buildings, your investigator gets up. Durabar just,
let me see. You said you were looking for resources, correct?
Yeah. Yeah, Durabar is like, is huffing and puffing. Kern is looking at the map, currently, while Sister Annalise is, trying her best to help out.
Oh, don't worry.
Annalise is trying to help out John, as John is struggling quite a lot. You're unsure, but it possibly could be because he doesn't have a class. But you're not sure. You never know. It could be anything. But you, Durabar says,
let me see if I can help. I don't know many offensive spells, but I do know one. I do know some auxiliary spells that may help us out. Is there any items or anything that you're looking for specifically that could help me out with my spell?
JK. Yeah, John is gonna need that chitin. Yeah, he might need it. You never know. John is gonna need that chitin. What is the reason? Because he's a bot. What's the reason? Because it's a fucking bot. What do you want from me? But yes, anything that would impact a demon if that thing finds us again.
Well, if that's the case, then I do apologize. I'm pretty sure that any of my spells would not help out in finding anything like that. But I might have an idea of some more holy water or anything like that might be useful. But the problem is that the reason that this town went under, as far as I can tell.
Place your bets. Is John gonna be die first? TK 427. Why are you draining the moats? Why are you draining the moats?
But the reason why this city fell, this small tiny dwarven town, fell is because, the mine dried up, and essentially they had nothing else to turn to, and the gods, as far as they knew, the gods, as they saw them, abandoned them in this mine. So they went to the closest alternative. I assume that that's why that creature is down here. From what I've been reading so far, from this small this cursory glance, it seems like most of the things around here, the last days of this cursed town, is probably not going to help us. If anything that would have harmed that demon, it would be destroyed by now. But I catch your drift. We do need something of holy or something like that to do some damage to this cretin. But the question is what?
I think I have something. As he starts to, as he takes out a wooden bowl and starts to do a small ritual inside of it. And inside, do you know what deity was here prior to their turn? Let's see. What is it? D100? Let's see. And then I need 23 and then a D20. All right, 18. Okay. Before he casts his spell, he says, I'm not very sure. As far as I can tell, all depictions of the god beforehand have either been erased or destroyed. So far, it's been nothing but a dark, emanating creature that I'm not even fully aware of its name. Let's see if Annalise might know something. '84. Ooh. I know its name, she says confidently. Whatever the creature was, whatever this cretin is, I know its name. I wouldn't say its name out loud, though. I will tell it to you. I will write it down for you. Names give power. I reckon it wants to stay unknown. I know this demon, and saying its name will give it power as much as anything. I mean, you okay with that name? This demon, its powers, if we say its name out loud, it may even bring it upon us. But I do know its name, which means we can cast it out. We can cast it away from ourselves, if worse comes to worse. I don't want it to even know we exist at this moment. I would say that would be a last-ditch effort. But checking his occult on extended knowledge of what would be their equivalent of lesser keys of Solomon. Lesser keys of Solomon. Hold up. Lesser keys of Solomon? Let's see. Hold up. Lesser keys of Solomon. Oh, that's a book. It's a book. That's a modified 20. He has an idea how to use it, this to an end. Okay. Alright. Alright. That makes sense. So that's pretty good. So you have an idea on how to use this to your advantage. Good. So yeah, that's where you are right now. You're on the top of the buildings. It'll probably take, I would say, about, if you make a good clip and make some of your rolls. The Lesser Keys of Solomon covers a story about King Solomon banning demons using a ring and how he did it to an end. Oh, okay. Alright. Damn, King Solomon even almost cut a baby in half. Damn, King Solomon's no joke. He wound up enslaving a demon to hold up a building during the book by use of its name. Damn. Well, you're gonna have to figure it out. So, what are you doing? You can make a good clip to the center of the town. You can start making a good clip. If you want to go slower, it'll probably take about 2 hours. If you want to go fast, it'll probably take about 30 minutes. But there is a possibility that things will know you're there. And you're, at this time, you're unsure what time it even is. You would say midday, but your sense of time has not been the best so far. So, what do you do? What's the plan, my friend? So roof hopping would be slower, taking time to scout and spot. Opportunism is important here. Yep. It would be slower, but it would be safer. It would be way slower, and it would be safer for you and your crew. But it's up to you. You're on the roofs right now, and you have a good eye to the center of town. You don't, from what you see, you don't see an entrance going or anything leading up to the light above you, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. It just means that as far as from your basic perception, you cannot see anything. So just letting you know. Might be some more hocus pocus. Could be some other stuff that you need to do to get something lower down. You're unsure, but at this moment, that's what you know. Well, need to keep moving, looking for opportunities and quietly discussing anything we encounter. Okay. Alright, so you're gonna go stealthy. I want you to make a stealth check. I want you to make a stealth check to see what you do. To see what happens. The goal is slow pace and primarily keeping, infinitesimal presence. I got you. 16. Yeah. Alright. Now D20. Alright. So 16. Okay. So a 16. So you are darn good stealthy. Darn good. Nothing, as far as you notices you. As far as you can tell, nothing is noticing you. And you guys, it takes you a few hours. And you're starting to feel it. You're starting to feel the day waning on you. You guys have been going real hard. Last leg of the journey, I would say. You're not your 100%, but you're not terrible. You're just in the like, oh yeah, I'm getting tired. Like you've been walking for quite some time. And you guys are, but it's been stealthy the whole way through, and so far you guys have been doing pretty darn good. You've stopped for just a moment or so to get a cup of water and stuff like that, and basically you guys are just huffing and puffing, getting there, and then when you finally get to that final stretch, you finally see. Oh no! Audio cut? Oh no! Oh no! Don't tell me audio go down. No! Is the channel dying or is it just me? Can you hear me, board? Can you hear me? Can you dig it? Yes. I'm still pretty much alive. Can you hear me now? Tell me when you can hear me. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? How about now? 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 How about now? Okay, a refresh got me back. Okay. I don't know why I did that, but okay. But you guys get to the to basically atop a small building. Oh no, not ass. You guys get to the top of a small building. You're unsure of what the building used to hold, but it looks like it was open-ended. So the inside, you could, if you went to a lower level, you could see from the outside, from all four corners. You see into the plaza, and as far as you can tell, there is just a giant hole built into the central plaza. You're unsure what's inside of it, but as you look up, make a perception check. Or are you gonna use your passive? Like an asshole. Oh no! So what you can see is that I ain't found shit. So what you can see clearly in the most clearest of moments is that you see light actual light. Finally. I needed my special eyes. You finally see light pouring in, actual sunlight, but it's so faint. It's the afternoon. It's slowly turning to night. And you're unsure at that point. Annalise, hold up. Sister Annalise and Kern will do one. Hold up. It is a terrible night for a curse. Ooh. Ooh. Oh no. Which means I get to do this. Oh. Well. As you guys look around, you don't see much of anything of what Durabar was talking about. Durabar comes up and says, yes, I see. Seems the hole is exactly what they had said it would be. So, to make this opening, it's going to be a bit of a tricky one. We're going to have to do a small ritual, but it's not going to be too bad. As far as I can tell, it seems that the plaza is empty. Now, this ritual will... It looks to your perception as a whole, but, my good friend, looks may be deceiving. You know what we had to deal with in the church? Or library? I'm not sure what it was exactly at this point, before this whole place was abandoned. I would say, it'll be like that. Think of something will move in the correct spot, as it were. We just have to do a small ritual is all. And thank goodness that we have enough people to do it. That would have been bad. If we didn't have enough, understandable. Shall we rest first? I would say that we need to get the hell out of here. No amount of safety will be granted in these caves, Sister Annalise says. If so, my dude is willing to do a lookout shift. I would rather get out of here. What do you think? And Durabar and Kern and John all say are very like, we need to get the hell out of here. I don't want to find out if that thing finds us. I don't want to be here when that thing gets here. I'm sure it's gonna be on our tails. Alright, so you guys hop down. It's a simple process, and I won't make you make an athletics check. As you guys sneak about, could you roll a stealth check? You're gonna make a stealth check, and then I'm gonna roll a D100. Ooh, well, we will see. What's a stealth? That's... Holy shit. Alright. Alright. Nothing sees you, I guess. I guess everything's blind. As bats. Great. Now... Eight? I mean... He can just take a fucking 20 now. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they can fucking see or not. We bombed our stealth check, but everyone else found a porno mag or some shit. Look, that's what the dice said. So, you guys just kind of do the ritual, I guess? That demon was like, oh man, I got it. I don't know, man. I guess you guys... The ritual goes off without a hitch. But once a ritual actually starts, no sound is made. As you guys do a lot of hand gestures and a bunch of other things. Not really anything big. It's just kind of making a few dwarven glyphs and into the stone with some chalk. That's really all it is. And standing at the 4 cardinal directions and making 3 hand gestures. None of them I am going to explain. As you guys do this, slowly but surely, the empty space, the hole that's in front of you, a tower appears in front of you, as if a shimmer has completely disappeared off of it. As now in front of you, you see a tower reaching up to the sky, reaching up to the ceiling that you presume goes up to the surface. You just had to believe it existed the whole time. You just had to believe in yourself, Board. He'd look at Annalise and ask, Can we use some chalk, that demon's name, and make a small warding circle to slow him down? She completely agrees and helps you out with it. Now if I could just think happy thoughts and fly. Yep. Just gotta believe in yourself, man. Just gotta believe in yourself. Annalise is easily, definitely helps you out. Without trouble, she helps you out. This is almost child's play at this point. It's not hard at all to do this. As you guys make a warding for the small plaza. I was gonna have a really cool thing happen and everything. Whatever. You know, cool. As you guys are, for now, safe. What would you like to do, Board? Would you like to ascend the tower? As literally the only reason that any sense of suspense is now gone? As fucking one? I like hearing major inconveniences of our enemies in Child's Play in the same sentence like this. So like, nah bro, slowly but surely. Is it though? It's, I must say with the fucking one, you know, that demon got bored of your ass. I'm sure the dice will add suspense. Alright. All right. So you go into the nice tower. Would you go into the nice tower so we can get to the next part? So my demon can just leave you the fuck alone? To be fair, he's got splinters and a headache to deal with. He does. Trap check, but yes. Alright. You can use Trap Sense. Sense Trap. A spell that your investigator has. Or you can also just roll. You can be boring. He's an investigator and he has Trap Sense. You know, it's a really cool spell. Spell-like ability. But no, you have to be all cool and stuff. But yes, you look for traps. As far as you can tell, this might be the only place that might not have traps, as far as you can see. First passives are boring, then rolls are boring. Wow. No, you're fine. No, you're fine. No, he didn't have to use his spell slot to do this, so that's good. So, you look around. As far as you can tell, the only traps that you can see are a few webs. As far as you can tell, there are a few webs strung about. It seems that this tower is completely covered in small bits of webbing here and there. Whatever has made its space in this place is definitely not the most wonderful of times. You assume that if you touch any of this webbing, that it will be a bad time for all. So it'd be a good idea to be stealthy and sneaky, or try to disable said trap. Because it looks like spidery. Yes, spidery. Yes, Dr. Freeman. Yes. No, you're good. Bored. I'm not trying to be lame. You're cool. You're super cool. There's a chill that runs down his spine. Trapmaster, disarm as I assist. Alright, Trapmaster will try to disarm. Yellow Pikachu. That's sad. That's sad. Alright. He'd basically aim to hover and watch, handling tools and offering his own insight. Gotcha. Alright. Alright. Okay, and then what? Alright, he's gonna take the higher roll, and then he's gonna add a plus 10 to that, so that's a 20. Because that's what Investigator does. It adds a plus 10 to sleight of hand when disabling traps. Investigator. That's not so bad. Yeah, when disabling traps. The Trapmaster cannot disable traps. Kern can most definitely not disable traps. Kern arms traps. Why would they disable? What good would disabling do? Freeze spider webs. Sweet. Yes. Close enough. So Durabar, and you go to help. Well, moving them for one thing. I mean, you think Kern moves them? You think Kern moves their traps? No, Kern just makes new traps. Trap master. Master of making and arming traps. Not disarming. Why would you disarm the trap? Kern doesn't understand this concept. What do you mean? So, must not be a connoisseur of bear traps. No. It's very bloody and messy and kind of a waste of time to Kern, very specifically. But back to the plot. You guys disable it very quickly and without any trouble, very easily, very handily, very cutely. Your mouse friend is becoming a little pack rat as it goes over to some of the webbing and starts peeling it off as well, and sticking it on their fur. Like it's just taking it, and it's using it and putting it on their side like a little attachment. As you guys slowly ascend the staircase. The stairs are old, brittle, and haven't been used in quite a while for nothing other than, as far as you can tell, yeah, storage is storage. As far as you can tell, no other reason than giant spiders. So you guys are walking up, and it's just agonizing, and it takes way too long. But eventually you guys breach, and you guys get up. Hey, Steady Prism! Hey, Steady Prism! Thank you for coming in. I do appreciate it. I'm just hanging out with Board right now. But as far as you guys get up to the entrance, as slow but surely, you find yourself in front of a set of double doors. Double stone doors. Well, and Abel, but Abel isn't doing so hot right now. Yeah, Abel might be sick. Abel might be sick. So sick, bro. So sick, bro. Like, oh my god. So sick? Like, oh my god. But, you guys get up to there. Detect trap spell might come in handy now. Alright. The investigator, tries to, cast that spell. Granted. Granted. G. B. Aggressive. B. Aggressive. So, detect magic or detect traps. Detect magic only detects magic. Detect traps can detect either one. But specifically, it finds traps, not magical traps. Both is good. Okay. So, they cast that spell as your good kobold friend Kern looks around as well. Just looking around, just seeing where traps could be. And unfortunately, Kern and Durabar come to the same conclusion. My dude is out of spell slots for today, but at least he's been active. Yes, at least he's been active. He's gotten that cardio in. You know, that's you know what? That's the real goal in life, is to get that cardio in, that real workout. If you're not gaining, what are you even doing in life? Sick gains, bro. Anyway, so more men actually using his spells a lot. Yeah, man, you gotta gain those spell slots, brah. If you're not gaining the system. But as far as they can detect, there is a trap. There's a very specific trap, and it'll go off if the door opens. And it's a doozy of a trap. It seems it's connected to some gunpowder. And if you fuck it up, there's a possibility that you're going sky high. Or the gunpowder could be inert, Kern says.
Or the gunpowder could be inert. Well, I'm not sure about that one. Yeah, the gunpowder could be inert completely. I would appreciate it if you didn't gamble on our lives. That would be quite appreciated.
Here's an idea. Can we see the gunpowder? As far as you can tell, the gunpowder is in a small blast tube that is all around the door and all around the room, in a small metallic tube that is completely surrounding the room itself. So we can't wet it? Well, I mean, as far as you can tell, getting inside of it would be the biggest pain in the ass ever. And if water has, I think I have an idea. Okay, all right. Slime friend wouldn't spark it. Slime for, well, that's a good question. Would it? You know what? I don't actually fucking know. It's acidic. It's not like it actually burns things, which is completely different. And I don't think that you might actually have something there. Party powwow. Alright. The party is there. What do you want to say? Is it that you're a genius? You're like, guys, I love the team spirit. Love the enthusiasm, guys. You guys have been incredible. Alright. Rolled an 11. He contributes a 14 worth of int. All right. I guess I can roll a 100 for these people. I love the light. Oh, look at that. Look at how that changes that. Look at that, how that changes that just so slightly. I love it. It's such a nice... You know what? I could just do it without a background. I could easily just do this without a background. That would be... No one would care. But I'll probably do a background. I don't know. What do you feel, Board? You think... Me. I'm loving the slight red that's coming out. So, let's roll. Looks gorgeous. Regardless, it's super vibrant. Thank you. I tried to make it as vibrant as possible. D100. Let's see. What's they got? A 45. So 45, the whole party. So far, they think the plan with the slime is not bad. They would say going down a little bit and letting your slime just do its thing might be the best case scenario. Because you just don't want to... Because with the metal, you don't want to start a spark. Because a spark, you're dead. And there is a magical component to this, but it's not a magical component to tampering. As far as you can tell with the magic, it is only to set off the gunpowder if you break open the seal of the door. But if you burn through it like that, wouldn't be a bad idea. But you'd have to have time. And that's the biggest thing, is that Slime Buddy is not looking great. My dude looks around for any spare gunpowder rolling around. Well, you find little flecks here and there. You find about, I would say, a fistful, like about almost 2 handfuls, but more of a fistful of gunpowder. Best to get a small sample to test with. So you got a fistful of gunpowder. So like blasting powder is what they call it. So what are you gonna test it with? What you feeling? What you feeling spicy for? What you in the mood for? $18. Animal handling +2. He pockets the amount and talks with Annalise about the slime's condition. Animal handling +2, so that'd be a tasty soft 20. As far as Annalise is concerned about with the beast, the creature, he wants to talk with the slime and her. He wants to test a few yeah. So you want to test if the slime's okay? You want to make sure that Slime Buddy's okay? With that animal handling, I would say so far, you see that it's just exhausted at this moment. Like, so far, it's been splitting and eating and doing all that stuff. Like, its normal habits are not doing this. Yeah. Okay. So as far as you can tell, it's just tired. It's just real tired right now. It's just really tired so far. And it's just a sleepy little slime. Not really anything bad, just as Annalise looks it over and she says, I think that, in all honesty, it's just really tired. We could test it out, see what'll happen to it. I would say that we just need, we can do it in the stairwell. As you feel Slime Buddy isn't even hurting your hands while holding it. Seems like it's not even doing its normal sizzling around you. So it just might, it's just a little tuckered out. Slimes get tired too, you know. Let's test the smallest amount. Create a chalk ward at the basement. I have 2 strats. Okay? Alright. You go down to the basement. You go down, all the way down. Let him test a small bit. If the reaction is good, he disarms with caution. Okay? Alright. Okay. Okay. Lord the Demon did set off the room. Okay. Alright. Alright. 35. Alright. The reaction is not bad. As far as you can see, it dissolves it quickly without any trouble. But it seems that Slime Buddy is just exhausted. Yeah, we've got our suspense. Yes. So as far as you can tell, Slime Buddy's just real tired. But he doesn't react negatively to the gunpowder mostly. As far as you can tell, it's dissolving it nicely, like most things that it dissolves. It doesn't have a chain reaction. Small hug for the precious slime boy. Yes. Yes. Hug that slime. So you give it a little hug. It's real tuckered out. But it could. Let's let Slime Buddy rest. Kern is a kobold trapper and cooks, right? Yeah. Kern cooks. Kern has a cooking skill. They have a cooking skill. So, as far as you can tell with your with cooking skill, roll a 20. Let's see. My guy would want to make some food that would energize, if possible, to help the slime recover quickly. As far as you can tell, from your animal handling check and Annalise, as far as you can tell, you'd say just leaving it alone is going to be its best bet. Leaving it and letting it just get some energy is your best bet. Like, giving it a nice night's rest to just sit and recover is what you're going to have to do. And then Jay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then gradient, and then I don't like that. Rest, clean shit off legs. Yep. So you have a little rest. You can take I would say a short rest would probably get Slime Buddy back up into action enough to at least get the hell out of here. Which means that I get to roll one more time. I get to roll once more. One more time. Doing it for Daddy, yeah. That's not gonna be a lot of time to do anything. As you guys rest up a little bit, you hear the clicking and clattering of skittering, chitinous creatures slowly coming up the tower. You hear them from the bottom, and it's not just 8 legs. It sounds like 1,000. You can make a perception check to hear exactly how far and how quickly they're coming. No, new idea. We need a berry. Okay, all right. Berry. Okay, let's see what you can do. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. Let's see you dance, sucker. You got none of that on me. We can make a fire in the doorway. What's the party got? Fuck. Okay, so Sister Annalise has her shield and her sword. They've got an adventuring pack, which comes with a bedroll. Each one of them have a bedroll. Each one of them have rope, and each one of them has oil, and one of them has a hooded lantern. 2 torches. And salt, cooking oil, and piss. What's the last thing they would have? I mean, they have some spices and a cooking pot. But that's about it. Spiders won't care about thaumaturgy. No, they will not. I will let you have that one for free. Ain't so good. Thousands of spiders, no door. Fire damage isn't a guarantee. Mm-hmm. What does our good friend do? Your little mouse friend, Squeak Squeak. Similarly, fire at the beginning of this place could be bad. Your little friend is squeaking at you. Squeak, 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 squeak. What's up, buddy? It is pointing at a very particular part right above the stairwell. There's a little bit of water in from a small crack. Oh, hey! Say hi for me. Say hi for me. I would say hi myself, but I think it would be weird. Hey, this guy on the internet said hi to you? I don't know. I think it's weird. I think he's cool, but you never know these days. Wrote me, looks like that pig iron pick is going to use. Heck yeah. Everyone up the stairs with me on a lifeline as I make that hole bigger. Yep. Alright. So what are you going to tie it off to? You can make a perception check. Or you can ask your trap master if they have something that could do something nice to help you out. John's also there. He's an option. I entrust the party. Alright, you entrust the party? Alright, okay. The trap master has an idea. They take out a stake. My ass is in your hands. Try not to lose it. Kern takes out a stake and gets on top of Annalise's shoulders and starts picking at a very tight spot right above it. Yep. John goes over there and takes all of the rope, ties it all together, and makes actual small knots in each one of them. He makes a very specific sailor's knot, and he also makes knots so that you can hold on better. He knots the rope so that you won't lose your grip in case this goes real bad. Like, seriously bad. Not like, maybe it'll go bad. No, like, if it goes real down the drain. So he does that quickly. Thinking quickly with his brain. Annalise also cast a cleric's favorite spell, Guidance. So that is going to add Let's a die. Okie dokie. Oh, hey, look at that. Not half bad. My God, not half bad. Flops into chat. Hi. Oh, good. Good spiders. Oh. So, Board, do you go with your plan? Do you do it? How are you today, Raven? Me and my good friend Board are having a D&D session. Oh, the reddest of white ravens. Board, darling, please remember to take care of yourself. Don't overwork. Yes. I tell that to him all the time. Whitest of red ravens. Red whitest of red. Or is it the reddest of white ravens? Or is it, you know, we doing this? Okay. Now, he's gonna risk the pick and premeditate that lunge to the staircase when the tide picks up. Ah, well, it's all the Danish's fault. I made the Danish. I love that genre. Talking about red. How's this red looking? I love a Danish. I would too. A Danish sounds delicious. But, alright. You doing it to it. Make an athletics check. Or is it not an athletics? Which one would it be? Would it be an athletics check? I think it would be. With guidance. Oh. Well, don't worry about it. You broke your damn pick. I know I'm delish. You broke your damn pick. Good fucking job. Wow. Oh boy. I don't even have to roll for that one. You broke your damn pick. You broke it before you used it. I did my best. What you said? What you said? Oh my god, you just stare at it. You just stare at it. You're just like, so that pole arm. Alright. It's not really for bashing or picking, but you can definitely fucking try. You have guidance. You have advantage. So it breaks down the disadvantage, so give a straight roll. What else we got? Alright, roll your guidance, which is a D4. If you wanna keep that, if this is the roll you're doing it for. Hey, not bad. A 13 on a weak spot. So you rear back quickly and efficiently, and you break your pick. Damn it. And then you think, oh, right. And you take it out from your bag, and you bring out your kobold polearm. You swing it around, and you hit with the back of the blunt part of the weapon, which is the end of the polearm, the wooden end of the polearm, and you just start knocking and knocking, which subsequently, when you go knocking, you know what is coming a calling, and you hear the chittering and clacking of things slowly coming up as the dribble and water starts to slowly become stronger and stronger. As now that little dribble of splishy splashy water is now turning into a deluge coming out of your polearm. But it doesn't seem like it's enough. You feel one more good hit might do the trick. As you hear the clicking, cladding. Worst spot ever. I know. I know, buddy. Are you gonna hit it again? Are you gonna give me another athletics check? As your friend casts guidance again, as there's nothing hindering her to cast guidance, as the rest of the party is holding on for dear life. Oh, damn. So without a second hesitation, you breathe in, you pull out the polearm, the water is gushing out, and you slam it. You slam it into the wall, and the water bursts through. You quickly jump to the rope as your friends hold on to you, and the water just drenches out. The old marsh water starts pouring in to the tower as it is just washing away everything. You look down and you see quickly your little mouse friend is holding on tightly and trying to hold on. Kern is holding on. John is holding on with all his strength. Laisha and what's his name? I forget his name. Hold up. Laisha and Durabar are holding on with all their might and everything they can as you, without even thinking, look down to see what's happening. As you look down, you see thousands upon thousands of these, about the size of a dog, spiders coming up the side of the tower, inside of the tower, and the water just washes it all away. The old marsh water is just coming in, pouring in, and the smell is not too great, but it's good enough as it is just gushing down into the interior of this tower. As you slowly wait it out, slowly the water comes down to just a small dribble. Yep. And now, what do you do? Seems you have... that nat 20 saved you. So cool. So cool. Why is board so cool? They all breathe a bit of a sigh of relief as they look to see your handiwork. The hole was big enough to get a lot of the water out. You would say that it's big enough for all of you. You look over to the hole and you see that it goes out to the outside. Water is still coming through it, and it's muddy and murky and stuff like that, and gross shit is definitely in there. But it is a way out. So it's up to you. Do you want to try your original plan? Get Slime Buddy to open the, burn a hole, destroy the trap? How far is it? It's, you would say about, you're not fully sure. You see light at the end of the small tunnel to the marsh, but you're unsure of like how easily this hole is gonna hold, because as you know, a marsh doesn't have any hard clay. This is all mud and dirt. At any moment that could collapse. So that's really a risk versus reward kind of section. Is that you can go through it, but you're not sure if it would be the safest option. But what is safe so far? Sounds like it's a high risk either way. Yep, it's a 50-50. It's a 50-50. Oh yeah. And then I'm gonna do a gradient down there. Let's focus on rest first. Ooh, that looks bad. Yeah, so you guys are gonna take a small little rest. You're gonna take a tiny itty bitty rest. Gonna cozy up together at this nasty stairwell. So you guys can take a small little rest here at the top of the stairwell. That's your choice. Oh. Yes, like that. Deselect that. And then select that leg. Select the leg. So you guys take a small rest, and you can heal up just a tiny bit. Remember, you on short rest, you can choose to heal up, stuff like that. So you guys take a rest. Let's see if anything happens in that short rest. Even if anything happens, you'll still have long enough to make an assessment. 89. Something happens. As you guys are taking a short rest, you hear at the bottom of the tower. You hear it coming. You're not sure how, but you hear the howls of those hellhounds, those creatures that you were unsure of previously. You hear them at the bottom of the stairs. But you have had enough time to rest. It's chomp lagging. No, don't lag. No, don't lag. I'd appreciate you not to lag, god damn it. Why can't I quit you? Computer lag. Comp lagging. Comp lagging. Why can't I quit you? Oh, computer. I hope it's not my computer. If it's my comp, I won't like that at all. I won't like that at all. No, sure. No, sure, Bob, that's not. I won't like that at all. Will I, little boy? He's like, I'm cleaning myself. Don't at me, bro. Do not at me, bro. Do not at me. I asked the party which path they prefer. Alright, I'm gonna roll for them. This is a 50-50, so we will see what's up. Lower is the door, higher is the hole. Higher it is. They prefer the hole. Get in the hole. That's what they all agree, is that now, after a nice short rest, they think they can get in there quickly. So, what is your choice, my friend? Just know that they've decided that. Doesn't mean you have to decide that. Deselect, and then... Calm down. Calm down, computer. Big old baby. Fucking baby. See this fucking baby? Goddamn baby. Oh, so they want to go in the hole. Yep. You saw me. You saw. I did it exactly. I wasn't forcing anything. They want the hole. It's about 30 feet. As far as you can tell, it's about 30 feet. Crawling on hands and knees. Except for Kern and your mouse. Except for Kern and your mouse and maybe the dwarf. Durabar. The area should have dried some, so that will help a bit. Yeah, there's still a trickle of water. Enough to be, like, it's definitely muddy in there. As you hear slowly, but definitely surely, the slow footsteps of something coming up. Here's where I die. 8. Alright. What's that roll for? Start climbing. So nope. Alright, your friends start going up the hole as well. 46. It's slow going for everybody. It is just a pain in the butt. it's still muddy and awful as they slowly try to get up. What's up? Oh, right. How long does my blessing last? Well, guidance lasts for more than a minute. It lasts for an hour. If so, now might be a good time to add that. Yeah. Yes. Oh, hey, look at that. Hey, look at that. So that's how much? Altogether? That's a 9 plus 3. So that's a 12, so it's a way faster than you think. You get a bad grip and you slide down and you're like, nope, nope, nope. And you plant your foot into the mud and you push up as best you can and you grip on the sides of the small tunnel. On a plus side, he can thaumaturgy, and now he knows it won't actually cause an avalanche. Yes. Sorry, I'm not drawing. I apologize. I'm just too invested in them surviving. I'm too invested in them surviving. Oh, hot damn. That's a nice little red right there. And then add that. A yeehaw. A yeehaw. For athletics, 13, yes. So it's very difficult going, but you are pulling your weight. You are pulling up and you're pulling through. And slowly but surely your friends are right on your tail as the heat starts coming. And you originally let your mouse friend go first. You let Kern and your mouse friend and the dwarf to go first, as John and Annalise are right behind you. You're fine. Oh, thank you. Thank you for letting... I am fine. You know what? Thank you, board. I am fine. It is precious to me. You know what? It is precious to me. You know, the ties of this ring will always be in my name, for it is precious to me. And then add a little bit of gold to that color. A little bit of gold to that. And then we do this. We do this. And then we do this. We do a little bit of gold. We do a little bit of that color, and then you do it like this. Yeah, like that. But you guys are going further and further. Oh, just occurred to me, Raven, you were asking if I'm taking care of myself. How are you? Yes, how are you, Raven? As slowly but surely you start going up and up and up. Don't go losing a finger to Schmeagol Goat. I will try not to. as you guys slowly go up, the heat starts rising in the small little hole as you guys slowly but surely make your way in the muddy embankment, and your friends help you out and you pop out and you are outside in the marshland. Yeah. Hell yeah. You're finally out of those fucking caverns. You're now in the marshlands. As the Dark Souls like little fucking white text goes over, and the wah, that sound effect, I forget. I should have that sound effect. That sound effect is not a bad sound effect of, like, here's an area. But you're now in the marshlands. Congratulations! As right definitely behind you, you feel the heat from that hole. But under his breath, and super quiet. As you feel from that hole, that marshland hole, the fire getting warmer and hotter. As you look around, you can make a perception check. I remember it well. Praise the sun. Come here, Sun-chan. I need you. As the afternoon sun is not too bad. The hot mugginess of the marshlands is hitting you good. So if my guy needs to take a leak, he does so down the hole as everyone comes up. JK. Well, they're not going to be too pleased about that one. That's I don't know about that one. Don't know about that one. Hey, you look around and you 10, you look around and you see where you guys came out of is a mound of dirt. A mound of dirt, a small little, basically dirt hill of where you guys came out of. And on top of that hill, almost, I would say middle of that hill, is a small outcropping of where you guys would have came out of. If you had taken it in. It seems slowly that the water of the marsh has been slowly destroying the land that this old cavern was taken into. What's up? Yeah, alright. Actually, would he take a leak on a demon if it was coming up? 49. Wouldn't cross his mind. Damn it. Sudden plans have been made. Gonna have to lurk. Friends needs sewing up. Okay. Sewing help. Oh, okay. Best wishes. Good luck. You lovelies take care. I'm a lurk and help fix some clothes. That's okay. I'm almost done I'm almost done with this part of the Day of the Dead celebration. I would love to do a background, but in all honesty, it looks just fine. Like, in all honesty, it looks just fine. As you guys look back, so safely, yeah, so safely, Raven, we love you. As you see that the mound of dirt and what it was, it seems that eventually, slowly, this marsh was going to take this old dwarven ruins anyway. As you look down the hole, you see a fiery red inside that hole, but it doesn't seem like it's coming up anytime soon. It seems you are safe away from its domain. I'll add stitches to the burn I got yesterday. No! Burns are prone to infection. Don't do that. Yes, they are prone to infection. Don't do that. Don't. I would appreciate you not to do that. Look at that. I could just have that. I can add a few more details. I'll add a few more. Because it's fun. Burns are prone to infection. Don't do that. Yes. That demon can have fun with that disappearing into the mud. Yeah. Seems like that's its domain. And it seems like it cannot leave that place as far as you can tell. Nine. Ooh, lol. So he'd throw an entire vial rather than dribbling. Yep. Well, I guess that's what he wants to do. If he can get holy water, he throws some in spite down the hole right at the creature as it looks up. Alright, make an athletics check. You've got holy water on you. The afternoon sun, as you look over to Annalise as she is praising the sun right now. You have a vial of holy water. It's a parting gift. It seems that no one is going to stop you. Do what you want, 'cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate. Yo, yar, har, shiver me tea. We got us a map, yeah. Fuck yeah. Do some damage, bro. Do some fucking damage. It's holy water, baby. Does a broadsword of fucking damage on that motherfucker. Beat it up, board. Beat it up. You're not proficient in holy water, so, you know. Get him. Get him. do some damage as you toss it down. Just bam, and you just throw it down that hole as the thing looks at you one last time with a small smirk on its face. Yar, fiddle-dee-dee! As you chuck it down right into his fucking face as the glass shatters all over it. There is no smile on this thing's face. You can roll for damage. That's up to you to roll for some damage. I'm not gonna tell you what to do. I would say roll damage. I'm not rolling it for you. Ugh. Oh yeah, that looks good. That looks good. I've got to fix that though. I don't like that. I'm gonna get that blend. I'm gonna blend that together. Wipe that smirk clean. Hell yeah. And there you go. You're now outside. It's the same as a broadsword because it's holy water on a demonic creature. On a purely demonic creature. But you are outside. You did it. Could have been way worse. Which I think a broadsword is a D10. If I'm not mistaken. Or 1 second. 2d4? 4. D4. A 6. What? Let me see that coding a bit. Wait, hold on. What? Man. He's so good he got a 6. Damn. I didn't know you were that good, board. I knew you were good, but I didn't know you were that good. Hot damn. You got an impossible number. Crazy. Two and a 3. All right. It's pissed. If you wanted to know what it does, it is. It's fucking pissed. You pissed it the fuck off. But it can't, as far as you can tell, it is making no attempts to come after you. As far as you can tell, it is making absolutely no attempts to come after you. I tested that. How the... Yeah, I don't know. Magic. You know, when I think friendship, I think it's magical. And then I was gonna do... There's a few artists do this. They do this. And they do an outline. And I forget how they do it. You know what? I don't know how to do it. I know that they do something like it. And then they just add a white layer. And I've seen them do it. And it doesn't look horrible, so, you know. Oh, right, I was going to add her scales, too. Which I can. I can still do that. I can add her scales into it. So let me go grab her scales. 1 second. Let me go grab her scales. Bam, ba, dam, bam, bam, bam. Bam, ba, bam, 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 down. Bam, ba, bam, 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 bam. Bam, ba, bam, 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 bam. Oh, he's gone after throwing that? The thing deserves to be pissed. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. No, it walks away. It stares at you angrily before just turning over and walking away. And then download that. Yep, there we go. Wow. Yeah, no, it... Who cares? Fuck them. Copy. And copy. And paste. And then deselect and then V. About right there. And then, okay. And then install. And then copy. And then but yeah, he tells himself it was because it was evil and deserved it. It's because it slighted him. Later on, he'll say it's in honor of those it's killed. Noble man. You know what I gotta say? He is a noble man. What a nobleman. You know, he's doing it for the greater good. You know, he's doing it not only for my sake, but your sake. Anyone have any idea the fastest way back to town? Kern pops up and says,
Oh, I know. I can tell you the way. Yes, Kern, we actually hired Kern as a guide through these foggy marshes. You can get lost quite easily, ironically enough.
Also, thank you all of you. I thought I was going to die in that hole. Oh, my comp is doing that shit again. No, computer, why? Why would you do this to us? I thought we were friends. I thought we were friends. Why would you do this to board? I thought we were friends. And then you do. Yes, I want to apply the transform. And then it looks like that. Yeah. And then you pull back. And then it looks like that. Not bad. Not bad. So it has you from Kern forward. Yes. Kern knows the way. And they also accept your thank yous for helping them out. They also thank you wholeheartedly and say, well, as a harbor meister, I will say this comp like nobody. Yeah, you saved my life, and that means something to me at the very least. So you just don't even worry about it. I'll figure out a way to compensate you, man. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. As Annalise and so my dude won't let Kern piggyback for a better view, Sage. He won't let her do it? No, can't let her do it. Can't let Kern get on there. Nope. Nope. Sage advice. Let's see. Let's transform it just a little. This is going to be a lot of fun. Is it perspective? Yeah, that looks good. Come here, you. Come here, I got a little something to show you. Yes, apply transform. Fucking ass. Oh no, not Sage. Sage is a meme thing. Sad, but with emphasis. Sag. Yes, he won't let her piggyback. It's fine. It's fine. You know. Sometimes he's got boundaries. He's got layers. He's got layers. He's got boundaries. The man has some feelings. What's that for? What's that? He kisses. What? My dude face plants onto the ground for a moment and does the thing Carrie Eels did in Robin Hood. He kisses the ground, followed by spitting the mud up and being in whole land. Finally land. Bit dramatic, but it's understandable. They all have a small chuckle with you, as this is very funny, and they find it quite entertaining. As they find it quite entertaining. And it's getting that time again when I'm getting real sleepies. I'm trying to think of what to do. And I think that that's not a bad stopping point right there. No combat, but still pretty good, you know? No combat doesn't mean it wasn't bad. Just means it had no combat. How could this be? How could this D&D-like thing not have combat? I feel slighted. Almost insulted. Goofy. Goofy. Yeah, we got the scales going down the arm. The wall died. The wall died. Yep. You know what? I gotta say, that wall fucking took it. You want a Mudman smash or something? I mean, we can fight it. You wanna fight a Mudman? We can fight a dire possum. That's not too bad. Dire possums aren't that bad. Dire possums are easy. We can roll a 1d8 on a travel out of this place and see if combat crops up. Up to you, Ming. Alright. We can definitely do that before we end the session. Yes. I guess roll a 1d8 then. We will see. We will give it up to fate. Let's see. Combat tracker. Do they have dire possum babies? Of course they have fucking dire possum babies. That are fucking deadly and dangerous. You know that. Come on. And this is how I died. A 1. Heckin' called it. I mean, what are you in the mood for, my friend? We're not doing any combat tonight. But what are you in the mood for? What you feeling? What you feeling? Cause it's quite bad. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad because it's most definitely a 1d4 amount of dangerous shit. For size, that's a tiny. Oh. That's a possum. That's a lot of fucking possums. So while you guys are on your travels back to town, which is your first time to town, so, you know, as you guys are headed over the grasslands, this is mucky, garbage fucking water. It smells gross. It's not terrible. It's manageable, but it's not pleasant at all. It's fucking awful. Headed this way. Rouse, don't believe in him. So you're walking over, and that's when you step in it, and it's the worst. As you step in it, you stepped on a mama possum. And you see yourself confronted by 10 pairs of eyes staring at you. Ten pairs of eyes are staring at you. And that's where we'll end the session. We're gonna end it there. But I wanted to see what scales don't look bad. Scales do not look bad. I would say they look real good. They came out pretty darn good. I just wish I knew how to make like a good enough texture or whatever it's called. And then like that. His instinct would be speak with animals, but that's probably ain't gonna go in that well. So that'll be for next time, obviously. Carry well, has. By the way, Are you gonna say some inspiring shit like you always do? You inspire me, you so and so. He's a good actor person, as far as I know. Oh, okay. Good. I thought you were going to say, and this has been amazing, and I do appreciate you. Because you always say stuff like that, and you make me happy. And you make me very happy, boy. Very fun. Oh my gosh. I'm about to end stream. I'm not doing anything impressive either. Oh my god. Hey, raid. Hey, General. Oh my goodness. I'm just doing the scales. Look at it. Not too bad. Not too bad. What do you guys think? I was just doing a small D&D session with my friend. Oh my gosh. Very much art. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Himbo Red. Very much art. Bleh. It's going so well. As always, go come here. Thank you for streaming. Thank you for DMing. Thank you for talking with me. Thank you for being amazing, Board Birdie, and thank you for being awesome, Boops Your Snoot. Oh my god. A Boop Snoot? Oh my goodness. Thank you for the Boop Snoot. I appreciate it. What Thorough said as well, lols. I'm about to go to bed, guys. I love you guys a lot. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for being amazing and stupendous. I do appreciate you. And thank you, Darren, for being awesome, for coming in. Thank you, Thuri the Circle. Amazing. Goat has a very boopable PNGtuber. I wouldn't say boopable, but I got a snoot. I got a snoot to boot. You know, from a face hole, I do have a boopable snoot. Let's see. We got the real Kazoo. You know what? Real Kazoo might need... Thank you so much, by the way, for the raid. Thank you for being awesome. If you need to get on out of here, man, dude, totally. Thank you for being amazing. I appreciate you. Thank you also, General, for coming in. I appreciate everybody that came in. You guys are all amazing and stupendous. Them ear flicks, though. Oh, yeah. I knew the ear flicks would get everybody's attention. Yeah, the little ear flicks on the talking one. And the big one. The big one, the big ear flicks. They're good too. So what's the command again? Oh, right. Is it in-raid? What is it? M-raid? What is it? I don't know my commands. Raid at Real Kazoo Gaming. Thank you for being amazing, everybody. Thank you for the raid. Yeah, there we go. Raid him. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yes. Oh my god. It's cheeses. There's so many cheese. Oh man. I'll tell you about the cheese later. I'll tell you about the cheese. Good night, everybody. It's true what they say. Cops and women don't. Prepares to take wing with the Raiders. Alright, Pride Aaron, thank you for coming in. Real Kazoo is an amazing person. Just say hi. That's all you gotta do. You don't have to do much. You just have to say hi, and then you can get on out of there. So thank you all for coming in. Thank you for being amazing. Thank you for being stupendous. I appreciate every single one of you beautiful people. Just know that you guys are amazing and incredible, and never forget that. Thank you for being awesome and coming in. I appreciate you, and I will hopefully see you guys next time. Night all. Bye-bye.